Introducing the JaHam Power Probe, the latest and most innovative system in grain sampling on the market today. JaHam does it fast and does it right, allowing you to obtain the most representative grain sample. JaHam will increase the traffic flow at your facility and expedite the entire sampling and grading procedure.
Streamlined our grain line. As the farmer goes in, we're able to sample the grain. When he returns, we've got the sample completed.
It also helps us up the elevator by, through radio communication, they can tell us what we've got, so we've got an idea where we want to bin it at prior to the time it arrives at the elevator.
Well, from the time we probe them to the time they're dumped and weighed back empty, I'd say it was half the time of the system we used before.
There's not many movable parts, hoses and pumps, saves a lot of maintenance. Had very little trouble with them over the 10-year period we've had them.
JaHam, entering their 30th year of truck probing service, was the first to introduce the grain probe to the industry in 1969. Since then, JaHam has revolutionized the sample collecting procedure with the Power Probe. Today, the JaHam probe is being used extensively throughout the United States, as well as in many foreign markets. Heavy-duty and built to last, the JaHam probe requires very little maintenance and is easy to use. As the truck pulls onto the scale, the operator positions the probe with the joystick control over the load. The probe is then lowered into the grain. This particular type of probe is a core sampler, which is ideal for high moisture grains. The forced air allows no vacuum in the load, and the sample is received instantly. Since the foreign materials in the sample are restricted, a more representative sample is received. The probe arm can also be extended to sample other areas of the truck. With the flip of a switch, the operator then raises the probe from the load. The probe will not collect the sample as it's being retracted. Once the probe is clear from the truck, the operator sounds the signal horn and the truck proceeds to the pit area. Inside the scale house, the operator removes the grain sample, which has been conveyed pneumatically from the collection chamber. The sample is then dropped into a container and weighed for grading purposes. As the driver returns for weigh-out, the pneumatic ticket return allows the operator to transport the ticket directly to the truck in a matter of seconds.
The JaHam probe and the ticket return is from JaHam it's been great. We're doing better than we ever did before the old way, along with the fact that we got the grades on the tickets, and the customer seems to be extremely satisfied.
You've now seen how the probe works in normal situations. However, the versatility of the JaHam probe allows different facilities to incorporate different applications and procedures. One particular example is the country elevator model at the Ludlow Co-op in Buckley, Illinois. This probe was placed on the opposite side of the scale due to the lack of space. The grain and electrical system runs underneath the scale to the grading system. At the Ludlow Co-op facility in Paxton, Illinois, a dual probe system is used.
We have a two-probe system. We feel we get a third more vehicles across the scale using two probes instead of the one probe system. At this facility, we have two scales. We run, so we have four probes. We just put in two new JaHam terminal probes on the north side. With four probes, it really speeds things along.
The dual probes are equipped with a dual control joystick for simultaneous control of the probes. In some facilities, it's desirable to collect the grain samples upstream prior to scale entrance. The Prairie Central Co-op in Pontiac, Illinois incorporates this type of system. At this facility, the sample is received 150 feet from the scale and then transported through a metal tubing to the grading area.
Having a probe 150 feet from the scales is you know your grades by the time they get off the scale, and you can direct them where you want them before they get to the dump. Our other system, the samplers were on the leg. They were automatic samplers, which they were real accurate, but the grain was already gone when you got your sample.
An intercom system is used for communication between the customer and the operator. After the sample is received, a traffic light is used to notify the driver to proceed to the scale. For facilities using this type of system, a camera can be incorporated for better viewing of truck bows and straps. From the smallest country elevator to the largest grain terminal, JaHam offers a complete line of truck sampling equipment and accessories. For larger terminals, JaHam has recently introduced the heavy-duty JaHam Giant 2000, designed for high-volume grain terminals. It features a 7-foot prober with a 9.5-foot by 14.5-foot extendable arm, which rotates 350 degrees on a 3-inch bearing with 1-inch hinge bearings. Also featured is the 4-gallon per minute pump, powered with a 5-horsepower drive motor capable of producing up to 1,500 psi. The main support structure is made from 12 by 12 square tubing with half-inch wall and sits on a 36 by 36 inch by 3/4 inch base plate. This unit can be placed upstream up to 400 feet and placed in the center of the drive, enabling the operator to sample 2 lanes of traffic. 1 1/4 inch beveled tubing provides a conduit between the probe and grading system area. Contact JaHam to find out which system is most appropriate for your facility. We'll help you design a sampling system that saves time, labor, and will help move trucks through your facility quickly and efficiently.
Well, this is all right, John. Nice.
Other added features of the JaHam probe include a convex mirror, like the one installed at the Menier Co-op in Armington, Illinois. The mirror assists the operator at ground level in viewing the probing area. This is recommended for facilities not incorporating a camera system. The JaHam Power Probe is rapidly becoming a conventional tool in the grain probing industry. Many customers have found the design, adaptability, and ease of use to be exceptional.
We like the ease of maintenance on the probe. It's all self-contained with the vacuum unit on the stand and joystick control. Extremely easy to use.
Yeah, if you had a JaHam system like we have, it would probably cut the time in half.